Hello everyone, this is Sparky and I have another replay commentary. 3 versus 3, 31k rule set, a game that we played on Steam like a couple of months back. And I'm playing as Roman Scipii faction. I have standard build with 6 Praetorian Cav and 14 Urban Cohort. I have next to me Kleo from Greek clan, who is playing as Macedon, and he has 14 Royal Pikemen and 6 companions. And next ally is Dio. Dio is playing with GREEK-DIOMIDis faction, but as he's moving through the Cav, I can't really say what's his army build, but we'll move to that later. And we have Beast from Titan's clan, my clanmate. He's playing with SPQR and he has 3 Praetorian Cav and 17 infantry. He has 1 legionary first cohort and 16 urban cohorts. And we have 1 flu. I think this is Luke. He's playing as Roman Brutii. He has 1, 2, 3, and he has 7 auxiliary archers, 6 Praetorian Cav, and the rest urban cohort. I think his Praetorians, they have 7 upgrades. Yeah. I think they split the money in between all his army, and he has pretty strong archers. Maybe that is gold and 3 experience. I'm not really sure, perhaps. The next team member is Sparky, another Titans member. He's playing with Carthage. He has 4 slingers, 4 Sacred Band cavalry, and perhaps 12 Sacred Band infantry. And yeah, Dio, he has he has 12 Spartans and 8 Cretan archers. So our opponents got so much skirmish force, but on the other hand they have pretty strong cavalry. If they use their cavalry in a way that they want and they kill our archers quickly, then these archers can be a really big problem. And they have pretty much a strong cav advantage, so this gives them a chance to split up their army just from right to left. I mean, their archers get better angles against our army and to shoot, while as we have weaker cavalry in general, we can't really do this. Perhaps Dio is using his archers not to shoot down the archers, but rather to shoot down the enemy infantry. A good move by Sparky. He knows that we are not so much into to chase down and get these archer units, so he just gets in really nice angles on our left flank to shoot down these infantry, perhaps Kleo's infantry. Dio is pushing against SPQR from the side. Perhaps Beast will be supported by Sparky, but on the other hand I keep my infantry close. I want to throw my pillar rather these units, or I know that the Carthaginian infantry will push against the Spartans, and it would be really nice if I managed to throw some pillar on them. Well, perhaps the idea was Carthage should be facing Greek cities, while Beast would be using his infantry against Kleo or me, and also being supported by Luke's infantry. But also for us it's not so desirable, but rather having Greek Spartans pushing against Roman infantry would be much better. I just get in a defensive position with my infantry and throwing some pillar on these sacred bands that are approaching to engage Spartans. And Dio also just protecting the flanks. He kind of splits up his army into two parts. So he knows that he sees that Beast sent some of his infantry to their left flank, and also Luke is approaching from the other flank. So he'll be just being defensive and to gain mainly Dio pretty much of a time. I move my cavalry to this flank. I think the Kleo intended to do the same thing, but he saw that Sparky is pushing against the Cretans, so he left his cavalry behind. But there are not so many cavalry here. If I can manage to charge on these infantry and also to get these archers, it would be very nice, because they have pretty strong and so many archer units. If they can't use it, then the things would be very nice against for our team. Kleo caught one of the cavalry of Sparky here, and he sent one of his cavalry, two of his cavalry, to chase down the slingers. But yeah, perhaps this cavalry just will be lost, and maybe, yeah, this is a pretty dangerous move by Kleo here. He might lose his cavalry here. Sparky is being supported by Luke's cav. I go for a charge with my two cavalry, but it didn't really work. I just routed one unit, but yeah, it wasn't really a good one. Beast comes for a charge. He got two cavalry charging, but I thought maybe he would be supported by his infantry, but he changed his mind. And the things here is what Dio and my infantry, we kind of managed to kill quite some Roman infantry here and quite some sacred band infantry. I see Luke's infantry is kind of isolated behind. I go for a charge, but yeah, it was kind of shit charge here. It would be very nice if I had better angle and also being supported by Kleo a little bit earlier. Perhaps I didn't let him know that what was my intention. But yeah, this charge could have been much better. Quite a lot of things happening right now. It's kind of hard to track down them. A Beast using his 4 of his infantry quite aggressive on this flank. Perhaps he wants to get the access to the behind of our troops, and he goes for a charge with his cavalry. Yeah, good move by Beast, really nice one. Also good move by Luke. So he knows that we have no archer left. He puts them in the tight formation and shoots down our infantry pretty bad from behind. But on the other hand, infantry wise, things really went good for us on this line. So there are not so many second band infantry left. Also quite some urban cohorts already dead, so it should be nice. I go for a charge here, but nah, it's not a good one. And here comes another good move by Luke. He catches my cavalry here. It was kind of bad move by me to end up my cavalry and this here, and I kind of got trapped down, and perhaps I'll be losing my cavalry. Also, considering Kleo is supporting my cavalry in this engagement with some pikes, Luke's infantry cavalry will get some damage as well. If we had some cavalry here, instead of just sending my cavalry to try to get these archers, but just use my cavalry here. It would have been much better. Maybe it would be just free our infantry down here, and things would be much better. But yeah, stupid move there. I have 3 battle damaged cavalry that I hardly managed to pull down. Perhaps I'll use them to charge these infantry that are left here that we are still fighting. But yeah, these archers will be quite some problem. That's definitely. Also, I would say good thing is that Dio got quite some archers left. He might use this chance to shoot down these tight formation archers. Maybe he's doing it. Yeah, he's doing it. Good move by him. But yeah, Beast is on fire. He knows what is the intention of Dio. He goes to chase down these Cretans, not to let Dio to shoot down these archers. But still, I'm not sure how many ammo Luke left. If he has left so much, it will be a big problem for us. We don't have a cavalry. I mean, I have a couple of cavalry, but they're kind of useless right now. We can't really just rush these archers at this point. But infantry wise, things went quite perfect for our team. Quite good. I have maybe all of my infantry alive. Maybe, I don't know, perhaps 10 urban cohorts, and maybe around 5 of them, 6, around 70 men in each. We decided to try to chase down these archers. Dio would be pushing with his infantry, which would be assisted by my cavalry. But at this time, it seems pretty hard that I would catch up these archers, but rather I will lose my cavalry, it seems. Also, a tricky thing here, it's always a matter of timing. Like, if the infantry isn't really close, but rather I push with my cavalry, but then if I pull them back, they really get shot down badly, which we have seen. And also good catch by Luke. Yeah, it seems only a couple of cavalry, couple of infantry of Luke, some Sacred Band infantry, and quite some archer units left from the enemy side. And we are trying to rush down these archers in both directions, but I really doubt that these royals will reach them. But eventually they rout. These slingers got morale dropped, so they got routed instantly as soon as these royals approached them. But it seems we changed our mind and stopped chasing down these archers. Also, considering quite some battle already left behind, I really doubt that there are so many ammo left in these archers. And Beast using his cavalry to just charge my isolated infantry, but his infantry was kinda close. Now we try to chase these infantry down, and as you see, Dio is kinda attacking them, chasing them down. He caught one general unit. I guess Luke is planning to rest his archers first, then to use them. But meanwhile, yeah, it's a good idea to chase down these infantry units and maybe to get rid of them. It pretty much increases the chances. Here comes a charge by Beast, and a good charge. He managed to rout two of the engaged Spartans, but now his infantry possibly will be lost in between these Spartans. Yeah. And yeah, as we have seen before, Dio was chasing two of Slinger units. He managed to rout one Slinger unit initially, but it seems he had one cavalry supporting. Oh no, this Slinger is still alive. Yeah, the one that got routed perhaps got killed by this cavalry, but this one is still alive and it will be used by Sparky. Considering there are not so many units left, but we are only halfway through the replay, I think we'll be just being shut down, and I think I'll just double speed it here. Let's see how the things will go on. Maybe even triple. Yeah, it's always, I mean, the team that brings up the so many archer units to 31k battle must be able to use best out of them, because if they are not used properly, they are kind of useless. After all, they can't really do some melee engagement, and having less infantry against so many pike units might be a problem for your team as well. But things went pretty good for the other team, maybe even I would say according to their plan. So they have quite some archers left again, and yeah, as I've predicted before, he's resting them down. But I've just seen one of these archers run out of ammo, and I predict the other ones, maybe they have some, but I really would doubt they have so many. Yeah, we build up some box here. There are not so much left. After all, they have archers and cavalry. Perhaps they'll be the ones to attack. And my infantry will be one of the main hubs here. Kleo's infantry perhaps will be mainly used to protect my infantry against the possible cavalry push. And Dio will be using his infantry perhaps to engage these infantry of Luke as well. Yeah, Luke is spreading out his archers. He had rested his archer units, and he gets better angles to shoot down our infantry from better angles. And yeah, he's probably mainly aiming to against these royal pikemen. Also, Kleo lost his general, so focusing on these royal pikemen is kind of a good idea. If they manage to rout them first, then there is no doubt that they can use their cavalry to easily rout my infantry. But if I have left some pillar, it would be nice as well. So when this infantry approaches, I might use my pillar on this infantry. Good move by a beast. He just spotted that I had one of my infantry out of the box. He went for a quick charge on them. And yeah, these archers just ran out of the ammo. So it should be an engagement pretty soon. And I think it will be mass engagement and then a cav charge being followed by that. Yeah, here it comes. We have some interesting box here. My infantry is being covered by quite some pike force, and I put some of my infantry into Studo because I think Luke didn't have his chance to use his infantry before. I wouldn't be surprised if he has so many pillar left on these units, but meanwhile I have lost my pillar in the fight against Beast's infantry and also Sacred Bands. Yeah, I think at this stage Deer got his team crashed, so we had to kick him out. So as you see, his infantry is doing some weird moves. His infantry is in AI control now, but it should be okay. They will just be fighting these infantry which we need. Yeah. Lucas sending in his archer force as well and having this charge, and very nice charge here. He sees that no pike force is facing this side. He tried to benefit from it, but now there was this Spartan unit. And here comes another charge by Beast. If these charges don't work, then yeah, we'll win the game. But if they work, it can be very fatal. But one of my infantry was chasing some routed unit. I brought it back. Another charge by Luke here. But yeah, I would say it ended pretty well for our team. Now it's mainly the archer force, some infantry, some sacred band and one cavalry unit left that we are fighting against. But yeah, I think yeah, it should be an easy win from now on. He was just maneuvering around his one pike to move them behind disengaged enemy troops. So yeah, that's the end. It was pretty long battle, pretty interesting as well, I would say. I hope you guys found it interesting, and yeah, good game to both teams and to all the players. And yeah, it's close victory, and that's it. I hope you guys found it interesting, and I hope to see you guys again very soon. Bye.